Ave Maria, welcome back to No Apologies. I'm Brother Joseph, and today we want to begin looking at the Spanish Inquisition, a topic which is often pointed to by others as proof that the Catholic Church could not be the church which was founded by Christ, because they say the true Church of Christ could never sanction something as cruel or unjust. We say, first of all, that claim is illogical in itself, because even if there were cruelties and injustice, it proves nothing about the foundation of the Catholic Church itself, but only speaks of particular individuals within the Church who didn't live up to her ideals. So no amount of human error or scandalous behavior can undo her divine foundation. This is true whether we're speaking about the Inquisition or anything at all. But having said that, we also say that claim is false because it's founded on a false conception of the Inquisition. A false conception which comes from pulling it out of its historical context and by attributing to it grossly exaggerated numbers and ideas. Today we're going to look at the historical context. So the purpose of the Inquisition was to ensure and protect the common good of the people and of the state by uprooting or preventing the spread of heresy, which would be false teaching, or in a general sense, false religion. A heresy which would threaten the common good by the loss of spiritual life and would destroy the public peace by conflicts and loss of physical life. And this was, without exception, the accepted mindset of all of Europe at the time, and also the accepted mindset of all religions at the time. Both Luther and Calvin sanctioned the right of the state to uproot heresy, and many Protestant reformers were very involved in their own inquisitions in England and in Ireland. So it was understood the danger of those who would undermine the very spirit or foundation on which a particular society was built. So if an American is pitting himself against and advocating against the spirit of democracy, he's at the same time pitting himself against the American government, because that's what the American government is founded on. So in Spain, we're speaking about a Catholic monarchy that was the legitimate established government of the state. So a threat which undermined the faith on which that very government was founded was also a threat against the government itself, which is why heresy was treated as treason. So to root out heresy was to establish a certain stability. But even more, at that particular time in Spain, to root out heresy was to preserve the very existence of that state. Queen Isabella consented to the Inquisition in the year 1480, just 1 month after a Muslim invasion of the Italian town of Toronto, in which 12,000 Italians were killed and 10,000 were sold into slavery. And this was also just 20 years after the Muslims had taken custody of the greatest Christian city, Constantinople. So it's under the shadow of this very real and active threat that the Inquisition was begun, which sought to identify those same people who were living in southern Spain and who were pretending to be converted to Catholicism in order to subvert the established state. So it would be like today a communist living in America with a mask on in order to secretly infiltrate and destroy the established democracy. That is treason, and it's punishable by death even today in this country, just as it was across the board in the times of Queen Isabella. So the Inquisition, when it's put in its historical and cultural context, can be seen as something completely justifiable in and of itself. The point being that the principles and the motives on which it's founded are solid, and just the fact of its existence can't be seen as a proof that the Catholic Church is not the church founded by Christ. Thanks for joining me here on No Apologies. Ave Maria.